I've got some questions about how to send PDF files to a Kindle ebook reader in the comments on my YouTube channel. So I decided to make this video to show you how easy it is to send PDF files to your Kindle ebook reader. And it's very easy. As you can see here on my iPhone, I have a downloaded ebook, a free ebook. It's 1984 of George Orwell. You can do the same on an iPad, the same thing there. It's worked exactly the same as I will show you from my iPhone. I have the files up. I have a downloaded PDF file. It could be a manual, it could be documents or whatsoever in PDF format. But I decided to use this free ebook in this example. So from here you have the downloaded file, long press on it, and from this menu you choose share. And from the share menu we have the Kindle app. Click on that. Of course you need to have the Kindle app installed. It's free, so install it from the App Store. So when you have the app installed, you can choose that as you saw there. And from here you can choose a title. So for example 1984. Let's edit that quite long title. The author name, in this case, it could be your own if it's a document, for example. But in this example, it was George Orwell, so I paste that there. And from here, you have two options. As you can see, PDF options. Keep original layout or make layout adjustable. You can see the difference here. Supports on-page writing, only available on Kindle Scribe. So if you have a Kindle Scribe, you can keep original layout because then you can write directly on the document. If you choose the make layout adjustable, then it allows you to change font style and size, but on page writing will not work. So you have that options to choose from. We can choose the default option, keep original layout in this example. And now you just click send. But before you do that, it's important that you have add to your library on, because that means that it will send this PDF book to all your Kindle devices, all your devices with the Kindle app and so on, with the same Kindle account. So that's important. So just click send. Now it will send this file. Your file has been sent to your Kindle and will be available in a few minutes. Like so. I will actually do this one more time because I will choose the other format too, so we can see the difference. So a long press on the file I have downloaded, a PDF file. This works with EPUB too. It works with text files, I think. It works with MOBI files still, but not soon, because MOBI format is dead and will be discontinued. And it works with AZV3 format and KFX format too. But now we have a PDF. Share. We choose the Kindle app again. Here we have a different name this time because I will have the difference here. And we have the keep original. We make it make layout adjustable instead. And now I send that to add to your library, checked, send. Like so. So now we have sent two different versions of that PDF files. So now, if I go into my Kindle app, like this, and I search for the 1984 that I know the one format was called, then we have the PDF file here. So if I now click on that, it downloads to this iPhone. I can show you later on your Kindle device too. So here we have the George Orwell 1984. And now you see that this format cannot be changed. You can't do much here. You can only have orientation lock and brightness, nothing else. So this is not optimal to read this book. I guess it's quite bad. You can do this, but it's very, very small. But it's the original PDF, and you can write on this with the Kindle Scribe. That was the one of the format we send. So let's check out the other. Here we have the other format. As you can see, it's the one we didn't change the title or author. So if I click on that, we download it to this iPhone again. And here you can see immediately that you can have it more like an ebook. You can change the text. You can do a lot of different settings here, font layouts, all the usual settings you can do with an EPUB, for example, you have here. I don't think you have so much table of contents though, because it's a PDF, but you can do a lot of stuff here you can read, and you can also do the incredibly good text-to-speech built in your iPhone and iPad with neural engine voices. They are great, so let's do this.
Had a varicose ulcer above his right ankle, went slowly, resting several times on the way. On each landing, opposite the lift shaft, the poster with the enormous face gazed from the wall. It was one of those pictures which are so contrived that the eyes follow you about when you move. Big Brother is watching you. The caption beneath it ran. Inside the flatter, fruity voice was reading out a list of figures which had something to do with the production.
As you saw, it changes the pages automatically and so on. So if you prefer to read the PDF file as a normal book, I recommend you to have the second option, as you saw, the one with that you can change the format, the text and so on, because then it will be a normal e-book as you can read as normally. But if you choose to have the first format, it will look more like the original PDF, and of course you can have it in landscape mode, but I don't have that setting because I have locked it here now. But you can have it in landscape mode and read the PDF normally, but I guess this will probably work better with manuals and documents that you have and so on, the original formatting. But that was how easy it is, and now we will see how it looks on the iPad. I have my iPad here, and as I said, I can do the same on the iPad, but I will not do that. I open the Kindle app instead, where the book should be. As you see here on my iPad, I have both books here. Let's start with the version that is formatted as the original PDF. As you can see, it's called PDF. When you have the other format, it's called doc, so it will be a normal ebook. So that was the difference between the two different choice you had when you transfer it. So open the PDF like this. And here we have the original PDF, as you can see. And now we can read it a bit better because an iPad is much larger. We can have it like this and read a lot better this time. As you can see, this works quite great on an iPad because the iPad screen is so big. So an original formatted PDF works great on an iPad, as you can see. But let's choose the ebook formatted choice we had of the same book. It downloads, and here we have it. Exactly as a normal ebook, you can do all the changes as normally, as you can see. So that is how easy it is to send Kindle PDFs to the Kindle. Let's see how it looks on the Kindle ebook reader itself. Here we have my Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. Here we have the two different books I sent. Let's start with the original formatted. Like so, we download it. And then we open it. This is an originally formatted PDF. And as you can see, it works quite good actually. The text is very small though, but I'm quite impressed. It works much better than on the iPhone. The iPad is a bit better because it's a larger display. But as you can see, it works quite good. The text is, as I said, very small, but I guess some user maybe think this is quite good to read like this, as you can see. So that was the original formatted PDF. Let's check out the ebook formatted version that you can change fonts and size of the text and so on. Let's see. As you can see here, now we can read it as a normal ebook with all the changes you want to do. This works great, as you can see. So this is how easy it is to send and read PDF files on a Kindle device. Very, very easy. One thing I don't like is that, as you see, I don't get the covers though. I should get covers, I think. That's a bit strange, I think, but I get covers doing this with EPUB files and other ebook formats when sending it like this. Then I get the covers, but it doesn't look that I got the covers when it's PDF files though. Strange. But that's one drawback maybe. But that was a tutorial on how you can send PDF files quite easily to your Kindle devices. You can have them on all your Kindle devices. You can have them on all devices with the Kindle app. Everything in total sync if you use the same Amazon Kindle account on all devices. If you send books like this, they will show up on all your devices. And if you don't have an iPhone or an iPod to do this on, you can do that from Amazon's web page where you can send files to. They have an upload page where you can send PDFs and EPUBs and whatsoever to your Kindle devices. So if you have a computer and no iPhone or an iPad, you can do the same from that page. But that is maybe another video, and not in this video. But anyway, I hope you like this video and have some pleasure of learning you how to do this. Okay, bye.